Hi, Dr. Michael Warren here, and I'll just do a very quick demonstration on the core of UpBook. What is the main problem that it solves, and how will it really transform the growth of your practice? So the key problem that UpBook was designed to address is the black box of the front desk. So no matter how many new client or new patient calls that you generate from goodwill, from referrals, from word of mouth, if your front desk is not converting those calls into actually scheduled appointments, then that represents a huge amount of missed revenue and opportunity for you and your practice. And basically, you'll never be able to grow beyond the current growth rate that you currently are achieving. And furthermore, in certain industries right now, you might be experiencing a surge in demand because of the previous pandemic. However, that's going to die pretty quickly. And so you want to make sure you have the heart of your practice is still being able to grow. So at its basic form, the key is around this new patient, new client scheduling rate. So every new patient call that comes into your practice is identified in terms of who took the call. So for example, Robin, Tiffany, or Bonnie, and the rate at which that individual converts that call into an appointment. And so you can see here as an example, let's just kind of pull down here. There happen to be two Beths, but Beth number one converts 5 out of every 10 people she speaks with, whereas Beth number 2 converts 3 out of 10 people. So it's quite a significant difference. And in many practices, the top person will convert 80% and the bottom person will convert 30%. So if you just have that top person answering more calls, it transforms the growth and profitability of the practice. So the initial premise when developed this is that if we show people the data, then they will self-correct their behavior and improve their performance. That proved to be absolutely false. So the next premise is, well, if we show people the data and we give them training, then wow, that will really work. And that was absolutely false. We'd see a quick blip in their performance and that would not work. So the final key that was the transformational element is that if you show people the data and then you set a target with a reward, bingo, then we've developed a long-term motivation that really works. And so this practice came in, they would have had about a 40 to 45% scheduling rate. So for example, they might have been getting 100 new patient calls a month and getting about 45 new clients or new patients out of it. So they set a target of 80%. And you can see here we have a countdown. So that's about 9 days left in the countdown. And how I came across this is when initially trying to figure out the solution, some practices were doing so well. And so I called the practice and I said, hey, what are you guys doing that's really transforming your scheduling rate? And the manager would say, I am setting a target and running a reward. And I thought, oh, that's amazing. A number of months later, I'd look at their scheduling rate and it had dropped. And so I'd say, what happened? They said, well, we were so busy and I had to go get the gift cards and, I just didn't have time to run it. And it hit me. It's the target plus the reward. And it's being able to provide that cycle of remuneration and reward very quickly. So what you're able to do with UpBook is you're able to schedule this, set the scheduling rate, set the duration. So this is typically on a 14-day period. And if your team hits this scheduling rate, so again, that's the number of new patient calls that get converted into actual existing patients, then they get a reward. And so they get to go here and it's all automatic. They get an email that says, hey, congratulations, you did it. And then let's just say it's $15 or $25 every 2 weeks. Boom, this gets populated into the rewards and they get to redeem that for any of these different gift cards. Now, some people will save it because that's their type of personality. Others will spend it immediately. And that doesn't matter. That's up to the individual that's getting the reward. But for you as the owner or the manager of a practice, this takes the burden off of your shoulders because now the team are hungry. The team are really trying to schedule those appointments. And those appointments are absolutely the only thing that's standing between you and basically achieving those growth and profitability targets that you have in your mind in terms of where you want to be as a practice. Plus, UpBook gives you a whole bunch of other just extra information, such as when you're missing calls, rebooking opportunities. So these are calls that don't turn into appointments. So your team can call back these new patients and say, hey, you gave us a call. Are you still in need of something? Can I help you in any way? A good portion of them will be no, but some will be say, oh, I still have this problem. Do you have anything available over the next couple of days? And you'll say absolutely. So UpBook single-handedly will transform the growth and profitability of your practice. And it's guaranteed to do that. If you don't get an additional 36 patients per year doing this, then your following year of using UpBook is entirely free, including your phone bill. That will be covered by this as well. So any questions, just let us know. And otherwise, I'd love to be able to set this up in your practice so you can see how this little thing, just because of the math and economics of it, can have such a watershed impact on your practice. Cool. Thanks so much. Talk soon. Bye now.